Jorianne. As I told you, we have no producer. I'm just in here alone playing with my...
Where were you when the news you've been hoping for that Johnny B was coming out of hibernation? I was home.
I think we just blew the stream out.
Quarantined at home.
So many people responded that it blew up.
Now he's working from his home, wondering if he's getting stoned, talking into his microphone, hoping the live stream doesn't blow. The connection went in and out, there's no technician there to straighten it out, but it's okay, it's okay.
I said shit show because...
Hey.
Hey, pick me up, you're streaming on a shit show. A shit show.
Said it again.
Hey, crack me up and putting on a shit show. A shit show.
Said it again.
I don't know where I'm going. And I don't know. And I don't care. I don't know where I'm going. And I don't know. And I don't care. Yeah. I know who does know. I'll bet you any money. Jorianne, the coffee psychic, knows.
Hey, Johnny, I got an extra bedroom and an office where you could do, like, the thing from and everything in the showgram. I miss Jorianne, the coffee psychic. That's it.
People are offering us their homes, their bedrooms. I've seen so much real estate, I don't know what to do with it. There's only one person. I think that guy was right. He tipped it in on the Loon line, 833 Loon line. Let me see if I can summon Jorianne, the coffee psychic, to my home studio. Jorianne, the coffee psychic. This is Jonathan Brandmeier. Coffeepsychic.com. Coffeepsychic.com. Jorianne, the coffee psychic, please talk to me. We are lost. We don't know where we're going after this show. Please help us. Where are you?
Hello.
There she is, Buzz. That's Jorianne, the coffee psychic.
Hey, Jorianne.
Yeah, that's right. Don't read Buzz's future. I guarantee it's not good. Okay, now, Jorianne.
Johnny, I love you.
How are you, baby? Get into the phone, ladies and gentlemen. She's in the phone. She's speaking to us. People have asked about you. Where is Jorianne, the coffee psychic? Let me tell people who do not know who you are around the world. You are the Jorianne, the coffee psychic, the nationally known psychic who has pioneered a new way of predicting the future by looking into a steaming cup of coffee. Sure, when I heard that, I thought, well, this woman's out of her mind. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, but she has proved me wrong over the years. Jorianne begins with a quick meditation, and then she pours cream into a cup of steaming coffee, and then she receives psychic impressions by interpreting the images she sees in that coffee, the bubbles, the steam, and the cream. It is like your crystal ball, isn't it, to Jorianne?
It is. It is, Johnny.
Now, people think this is nuts. I do know that it has worked for me in some crazy ways I can't even begin to explain, but they're real. Mm-hmm. You found watches. You found things that like nobody would know, but nobody would know but you. 2 years I had a lost watch. She goes, look in a somewhere silk. And I thought, yeah, somewhere silk. I put my hand in my shorts after 2 years of never wearing them in the summer, and there was my watch. She's crazy. Now, remember, it sounds stupid that she goes into this coffee, but did I explain it correctly, Jorianne?
Yeah, you did pretty much, Johnny. I mean, I did have a hit in the head years ago, and I had seizure disorder from that, epilepsy for years, but it kind of changed the way my brain was working, and I started seeing things. I mean, I actually was raised like in a haunted house, which was kind of a little scary and then kind of a little fun on the same side, the same way. But I got shown how to read coffee one time, and because I used to drink seriously about 40 cups of coffee a day, and I would drink in Boston.
40 cups of coffee a day?
Probably minimal. Yeah, it was a constant flow.
Okay.
My husband used to go get 4 large coffees in the morning from McDonald's for me.
Wow.
And that just started off my coffee. But
Wow.
because I drank at Boston, I would play with it, and I'd see pictures, and I was reading people in restaurants, and other people would come up and say, we know what you're doing. Can you read our coffee? So it's kind of cool.
I'm still stuck on the fact you live in a haunted house and you drink 40 cups of coffee, but that's not my problem. That's your problem. But I guess to the people out there that use Jorianne the Coffee Psychic, this is something that they want to hear. Whether it's whether I believe it or I don't believe it, I want you to go ahead.
Okay. You ready?
Yes. Whatever you see, you say.
Okay. So I just want to remind you, I don't have your whole life memorized, but your mom did pass away, correct?
That is correct. Easy.
So that's the first person that I just had pop in my head was your mother, and I see her laughing at you, basically.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah. And did she have short, dark hair, by the way?
Yes, that's easy. Don't come on. That's easy, Jorianne.
No, I'm just saying, Johnny. I don't know if it was ever wavy or not in the past, but that's what I'm seeing here.
You do
I'm also
know.
getting problems around the...
I did see her. She came to visit me. I know you didn't hear this. When she passed away, I saw her in my sleep, dream, whatever you think it was. I was shaking.
Yeah.
My hands were shaking, but I yelled at her, "Who is this? Don't do this to me. You're screwing around with me. Get out of here!" And hey, Jorianne, I'm not kidding. I gave her a look. I gave her a look like mean look, and she looked hurt. And she floated. I'm telling you, she floated up to the ceiling. I am not kidding you. It happened to me. It sounds so crazy, but it happened.
Yeah.
And I never saw her again.
I think she's all over that. I think she's over that.
Because you just saw her.
I think your mom's, and she was laughing at you. So, I mean, that's the best part. And I think she always did anyway, mostly.
All the time,
okay?
yeah.
Mostly,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. All right, then I'm getting a lower back issue here. Now, so this is just what's going to be, Johnny. I want you to watch something around your fingers. I don't know if it's your fingers, your fingertips, something around your hands, your fingers. I don't know if you dinged yourself or like I stabbed myself the other day cooking. So watch anything around the fingers.
That's so weird.
Okay,
listen to me. I have just a slit on my index finger from a knife.
Oh, no.
Cutting a... this is ridiculous. Cutting a lemon to go into a martini. Those are trash. Okay, hold on a second. Keep seeing what is in your coffee. So you're stirring the coffee.
Okay.
You're looking at the bubbles and the
hang
steam
on.
and the cream in the coffee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. So I'm putting the cream in here now. And I got to tell you, Johnny, really, when my fingers and my hands start going like, ooey, ooey, baby, you know, that little hand sign, there could be extra money coming in here. There is. There's extra money coming your way. And then I see I don't want to say a mobile home or a trailer or something in which you may do some traveling, like going around traveling or something.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. She giveth and she taketh away. Wow.
Well, what is it that you can get one of those big, gigantic, I don't even know what they're called, but you get to travel around in this high fashion stuff, right?
Yep.
So, all right. So the money is definitely coming. And I know, I got to tell you, I see Arizona here for you. Arizona.
It is
I don't
weird.
know if this is Vegas, Arizona.
Yeah,
But
I definitely
that's part
thought
of the
about it.
country.
I thought about that's where it started. The Loon started in Phoenix. I thought about it. It seems like a logical place.
Wow.
But, the real estate market's out of control everywhere you look. I mean, it's out of control.
I think you're getting a studio somewhere, Johnny. To me, it looks like you're going to be getting a studio. I don't think this show is over. I think you're supposed to be expanding it. And again, when I feel this energy, I'm not so sure that it's Chicago. I'm just not 100% sure that you're anchored in Chicago here.
Well, no, but we'd be, no
area.
matter where we went, we'd be streaming. So you're streaming anywhere in the world, but that
good.
doesn't matter. Who knows?
Very good.
I'm looking here,
Yeah.
though. I'm looking here. This is where I'm looking. But anyway, would you say overall, money's on the table somewhere? It's coming in, and the show will go on.
It's all good news from here, Johnny.
Oh.
All good news from here.
We'll be in touch, Jorianne. You are the best. Thank you very much.
All right. I love you so much. You too, bud.
Hey,
Talk to you
Jorianne.
later.
Hey, Jorianne. Wait, you want to hear something? Listen.
Yes.
My cat was missing. So I called one of those psychic detectives to try to help me find it. She said it was in a gunny sack with a big rock in it at the bottom of a lake. I said, oh yeah, now I remember.
Way down among
There you go. There she goes, the one, the only, the lovely Jorianne, the Coffee Psychic. Find her at coffeepsychic.com. All the numbers, all the info right there. How did it all how it started? Now, we know how it's going to end, according to Jorianne. I'm going to be in a mobile home somewhere driving. Well, maybe it's my truck. Maybe it's the truck I'm in. I want to get out of trucking school. But how did this all start? In April of 2020, how did this shit show begin? Why was it called the shit show? Very simple. I'm sitting here. We're streaming live for the first time with one announcement. We're streaming live. The stream begins to blow up, to go crazy. And I get a text that says from my lovely bride, Lisa, it says 2 words. This is a shit show. And I thought, how in the hell could the woman in my home write that during the show to me, that this is not good, that what we're doing stinks? Hold on. Lisa just sent me a text that said shit show. What? I mean, that's my
Everybody's
wife.
entitled to their personal
what
opinion.
the hell? Lisa, what the hell did you send that for? What is your problem? No, you got to come down here. Why did you do that? Wait a second. Wait, hold on. What did you do that for? Come over to this mic, you little nut. What a support system.
Do I have to put these?
Yeah, you don't have to put them on. Well, if you want to hear Buzz, you do. Tell me what's going on.
This is probably the first time I've ever...
You've never been on the mic.
I don't think so.
In the history of our storied career as a married couple. That's kind of weird, right?
This is a true fact, yeah.
It is true. Okay, but by the way, do you want to come on with the first thing you
No.
do? During the first time I'm on, in 3 years you come down and text the word shit show?
First of all, I didn't know you were on that text. I thought it was to Pat Mahoney, and...
Yeah. See, this is the problem. Let me tell you, let's be clear. Buzz, I don't know, but you got Piper now, and she's probably very savvy in the social world, right? In the media.
Absolutely.
Lisa can't text her way out of a paper bag.
Oh, man.
You know it.
It's the generation gap.
Can I just clarify? I said shit show because...
Hey.
And said it again.
I said it again because my computer went out.
Wait a minute. My name is Billy the Bedbug. Do you remember me, bitch? Why you text your old man that this is a shit show? Because 1, you're right. And number 2, why'd you do it?
Like I said, I was streaming perfectly, and then it just went out, and I can't get it back.
Okay, let's go.
That's how it started.
Let's go.
Shit show. I said shit show.
Let's go.
Shit show. I said shit show.
The quarantine is my lifestyle. I experience almost no inconvenience.
Think about it.
Shit show. I said shit show.
Think about it.
Shit show. I said shit show.
Think about it. Yeah, I'd go back to doing some radio and quit fucking around with each other.
That's how it began. Yeah.
And ever since then, I hear that phrase everywhere.
Yep.
Everywhere. All the movies. I mean, it's like...
Yeah,
and I never really heard it before. I mean, not that they didn't say it, but I wasn't really listening.
I agree, Buzz. I don't remember it being like so much in the world and everything. It's like they just said shit show, and it's like we didn't call it the shit show, but guess what? The time was perfect for it. It was perfect. There it was, the shit show. Everyone is living in this world. They don't understand it, and now we're, as you follow episode 49, all the episodes previous to this. And by the way, if you want to hear how it started, of course, the beauty of the podcast on Apple or Spotify or wherever you get them is just go there, rate it, comment, follow, and share. That gets us out there everywhere. You should go to episode 1. Just listen to episode 1, and you'll see how it began. Right now, we're getting booted out of this house. Lisa's up. That means the studio is going with it. So where are the best places to live in the United States of America? What's America's best?
I like my house.
Yeah, Buzz is played. Buzz is set. He's good. This came on CBS News. This is shocking to me. is that they list the best places to live. Number 3, I'll only give things that may be permanent to or pertinent to what I would be looking for. This area, the Chicago area, even Wisconsin. Number 3, in the best places to live in the United States of America, according to CBS News poll, they factored in schools, costs, low crime, overall satisfaction of the residents. Number 3, Naperville, Illinois.
Yeah.
And you say, yeah, now, the only thing I know about Naperville is my brother's wife has a company, and she has a little place in Naperville. She lives in Madison, but they have an office in Naperville. And when they trying to bring in employees to work in Naperville coming up now to 2021, heading into the summer, they had 28 bidders on one house, and everything was overpriced. 28 people bidding on the same house. That's a market that you can't win in.
Right.
Wait, didn't you used to call it Snooterville?
I didn't, but somebody did.
Yeah, Snooterville. Because the people in Naperville were snooty. Well, even if I wanted to live there, there's nowhere to live there.
No.
Not for me. Friendliest towns, I like this one. Oh, by the way, in Madison on the top 20, top 50 list, Madison, Wisconsin was number 14. All right, friendliest towns in America, according to Expedia, Travelers Reviews. And this will be the first time millions of Americans are going to get out there and travel over a year. Number 1 on the list, Whitefish, Montana. Whitefish, Montana. You just have to say Montana to me and I'm in.
All right.
Second place, this is interesting, Sister Bay, Wisconsin. A charming town, it says, that's ideal for boaters and fishermen. Third on the list is Manitou Springs, Colorado. And rounding out the top 5, Easton, Maryland, and Lihue, Hawaii. But Sister Bay is like Door County. That's where Bill Malone goes, Door County. I didn't realize, I should have realized that there's big money in engineering. I probably built his house in Door County. Hey, Bill, did you have a home in Door County, Wisconsin before you met me? Nope. Got one now. That could be with the money Jorianne is seeing. She's seeing Bill Malone's money. You gotta take the studio down, put it up, no problem.
The money is coming to your engineer.
Yeah. Just a second. I see it. I see the money coming. It is coming in the coffee. It's coming to Bill Malone's house. Wait. I see Bill Malone, your engineer, who's taking your equipment down and putting it back up. And he doesn't care where you live. He's building a deck. A new deck. He has a boat. A beautiful new boat. And he's smoking these expensive cigars. I see it. I am Johnny B, the coffee psychic. Yikes. That's where the money she sees is coming from. I don't know.
I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world.
We talked about it, and we're going to keep talking about it. No, I'm not really. Unruly passengers. We know you people in the air have lost your minds. You're spitting at kids and beating people up. And, I believe in this, and I believe in that. Unruly passenger gets a $52,500 fine. Isn't that crazy?
Well,
they got to do something, though.
What happens to these people up there? I mean, they go through something bad happens to them.
Yeah, Buzz. The whole up here, down there, the world's out of control. We have to save it.
I guess.
Right?
I mean, people are ready to. I mean, I asked somebody the other day. I said, the masks thing. What are you going to do? Are you going to? And they said, well, I've been vaccinated, and they still want me to wear a mask. I said, well, do you wear? Yeah, I do. He says, because that's not a hill I'm going to die on.
It's a great line. I mean, sometimes you just got to let it go. Thank you, Zach Brown. You just go in, get your shit, and get out. Don't, there's kids on a plane. I'm talking about a plane now. I'm not talking about Costco like Ricky Schroeder from Silver Spoons walking in there and saying, come on, man, let me in.
What's your name?
My name is Jason.
And what do you do here?
I'm a supervisor, front-end supervisor.
That's Ricky talking to Jason. He's shooting him.
What's your name?
My name is Jason.
And what do you do here?
I'm a supervisor, front-end supervisor.
And why aren't you letting me in?
Because in the state of California, in the county of Los Angeles, there has been and Costco, There's been no change
Yes,
to
there
our
has
mask
been.
policy.
Oh,
You know
if they
what's looking
allow
at?
us, if they grant us that, our kings, the people in power, you're going to listen to these people?
Well, I know
they've
they're-
destroyed our economy.
Well,
they're
sir, they're
destroying our
evaluating.
culture. They're destroying our state.
I see.
And you're just going to listen to their rules.
As Ricky Schroeder is arguing with the guy who's probably making $4 an hour, standing in front of a Costco, trying to get in so he can get his bulk peanuts.
I'm getting my refund. I'm getting my refund from Costco. I suggest everybody in California get their refund from Costco. Give up your membership to Costco until they remove this.
Okay, well, this hasn't changed in any building in California.
I don't know. Sometimes I just listen and see it, and I just go, wow, what the world is crazier than crap.
He is prepared to die on that hill.
He's dying on the hill in Costco. But I would like to go in there and get my couple of jugs of Kettle One first, and some peanuts, and then I'd say, well, I'll be right back, because I would take a stand only if I had my supplies. I wouldn't take a stand alone like that without getting my Kettle One vodka and big jugs of peanuts.
Any company that I'm aware of, the places I shop still
Okay.
require masks. But that's not the point. The point is Costco is simply abiding by the law.
See, now, if I'm the Costco guy, I don't know about you, Ricky Schroeder comes up to me and, hey, Ricky, Silver Spoons, how's that? Once he started, badgering me, I just go, sorry, can't talk.
Yep.
I'm done. Just don't engage. The one thing I always say, don't engage. If you don't engage, there's no confrontation. Don't engage. Just, sorry you feel that way, sir.
Just have a security guy drag him out.
He could stand there all he wants and yell at me. I would get a kick out of it. Oh, man, Ricky Schroeder's yelling at me from Silver Spoons. That's cool. I wouldn't argue with him. I'd just sit there. I wouldn't engage. How does this end?
And that's the law.
There's my refund. You're the manager?
I'm the manager.
Okay, I'm suggesting everybody in California get a refund from Costco until this rule is lifted. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Now, I want to make sure everybody, attention, please, everybody listening to this. Remember, Ricky Schroeder of Silver Spoons wants you to get a refund immediately from Costco.
I'm afraid of America.
Go back to the sky for a minute. $52,500 fine. An airline passenger tried to open the door of a cockpit. We talked about that. He hit a flight attendant in the face.
They'll let those people open the door.
Yeah, open it up. See ya.
You'll just notice we lost a passenger.
What the hell? Yeah, just let him open it up. Next time is right, Buzz. Let him open it up. The cockpit door, he tried to open that. He hit a flight attendant in the face twice. And he's fined $52,500 under zero tolerance policy now for the airlines. One woman was fined $9,000 for refusing to wear a mask properly. And cursing.
How much?
$9,000. Oh man! These are heavy fines going up to people in the skies. So be aware of that when you're smuggling your own booze on board. Check that out. Last episode. One guy. This guy was fined $18,500 for bringing his own booze on board on a JetBlue flight from Fort Lauderdale to Vegas.
Trying to save some money.
He refused to stop. He's trying to save cash, and now he's paying $18,500 for bringing a little booze on.
Which he didn't get to drink.
Yeah. Nice work, pal. By the way, he refused to stop drinking when he was asked by flight attendants to stop drinking. I'm not drinking. Okay. They received 1,300 reports. The FAA received 1,300 reports of unruly passengers. We know that. They've banned 4,000 passengers from flying at all since mask mandates have been in effect.
I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world.
833 Loon Line.
Hey, Johnny, I just heard this interesting fact that 1 in 3 Americans weighs as much as the other 2. Bingo.
Okay, I got it. 1 in 3 Americans weighs as much as the other 2. That's good to know. Thank you, Loon Line caller, 833 Loon Line. The doctor's office may not be the only place you have to step on a scale. Airlines will now and could now, some of them may choose not to, start requiring passengers to weigh themselves before boarding a flight, according to the FAA. So you know how you weigh your bags?
Yeah.
You yourself have to step on a scale. Possibly if these airlines have individual rights to decide what they want to do. Because they're overloading airlines and they're tipping over. I don't know why. And most of the airlines I fly have kickstands, so I don't know. They're cheap. Let's go to our news report.
Kevin Chenet weighs 500 pounds. He was supposed to fly home to France on British Airways. But when it was time to go back, British Airways essentially decided Kevin was too large to fit on board.
All right. That's a Chicago man in that story, by the way.
If it's fat, drunk, and slow, it must be Chicago.
There it is. I don't remember what happened to that guy. All I know is
Kevin was too large to fit on board. The family now plans to travel by train to New York and board the Queen Mary II to England.
See what I mean? That's yeah. Well, you can't get you on this flight, sir, because you're 500 pounds, and that's way over a weight limit here. But I'll tell you what I want you to do. You go down that hallway there, and you go to the train station, and that'll take you to the Queen Mary. That'll get you to London in 3 to 6 months.
I'm too chubby for my pants. Too chubby for my pants. What you think about that?
Yeah. Do you think what the mask situation is causing on airlines? Can you imagine what is going to happen when they start weighing people? Yeah. I'm not getting on that scale. Sir, you have to get on the scale. No, I'm not. I'm not getting on it.
I mean, there's some people that won't get on a scale at home.
That's right.
They don't want to know from nothing.
Yeah, that's right. But I remember a wise listener once said,
Hey, Johnny, I just heard this interesting fact that 1 in 3 Americans weighs as much as the other 2. Bingo.
Okay. Now, the other thing that's happening around the world in this craziness is people who want to hire people can't find people to hire. People who want to hire people can't find people to hire. Employers can't find employees, even at McDonald's. No kidding. I rolled up to a Mac's to get an Americano coffee, which, by the way, is pretty good coffee. In McDonald's, I roll up waiting for my coffee, and I see a sign that says, hey, $3,000 towards your college, free food, all these other things, if you will become a McDonald's employee. Okay? Now, we know that this past week, the 15 cities had McDonald's employees picketing again for their minimum wage to go to 15, the fight for 15. They were chanting again.
I like my $2 Mac. If you don't like your wage, you can kiss my sack. I like my $2 Mac. If you don't like your wage, you can kiss my sack. I like my $2 Mac.
Right.
I like my $2 Mac. If you don't like your wage, you can kiss my sack. I like my $2 Mac. If you don't like your wage, you can kiss my sack.
So, I mean, what they do is if they're forced to pay $15 an hour minimum wage, then they hire people and they don't hire any people full time. Everybody is part time, and that lets them out of providing any kind of health insurance or anything that might cost money.
So you think, okay, but I do believe this is going to be good for people who actually want to work. The minimum wage sooner or later is going to go up, but let me see if they're really offering stuff. Hold on a minute. I got some McDonald's numbers. I'm going to call for a job interview. Hold on. We know that McDonald's have...
Good morning, Military McDonald's. This is Chris. Can I help you?
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I was just asking, could I talk to you about the applying for a job? How do I do that?
You can actually just stop in and pick up an application.
Well, no, that's because I was like, maybe I could ask you a question. You could just say, I'm just.
No problem.
How much vacation time do you get?
It is 4% after 90 days, I believe, of the hours worked.
There's no car involved, like uses of a car?
Correct.
Yeah, I was fired at Hardee's because I got in a fight with a guy, and apparently his arm was burned out of. He lost his arm and went into the deep fryer.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, the guy pushed me, and then I pushed him, and he went into the deep fryer's arm, leaned back, and went into the deep fryer. And next thing you know, I'm calling McDonald's looking for work. So.
Oh, sure. Well, feel free to stop in if you want and grab an application.
Okay.
We'd be happy to talk to you.
Okay. Well, you've been more than helpful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
That sounds good. Wasn't even worried about the guy who lost his arm. But
it's business as usual in the fast food industry.
Is that right?
Yeah.
People fight all the time. Norm in the fast food world getting his arm cut off because he put it in a deep fryer. That one doesn't seem possible. I wonder if
I think it's an accident, but it's possible. Come on. Fast food people, they've seen and heard everything.
Yeah, she didn't really care.
Woodman McDonald's.
Hey, how you doing? Can I ask you about a job application?
Ah, yes.
Do you think it would be hard for me to become the manager of that place?
The GM?
Yeah, you know, the boss.
Well, I've been working here for almost 11 years, and I just became head GM.
Oh, so I'm sorry, I'm talking to the wrong person because I would be taking your job, right?
Everyone has aspirations. Why not aspire to be a bigger someone like me?
I get it. Then you're someone I would look up to.
Yeah.
What about company dating? Could you date people that you work with? Because you sound interesting.
Whew. I'm sorry. We're in the middle of changeover right now. There is a policy on company dating. We're not allowed to date lower than our title,
see, there you go.
It is frowned upon.
There you go. See, you're already flouting that over me. You're the general manager. You're the boss. I'm just the guy working the fry machine, which, by the way, on my application, you will see that I shoved a guy into a deep fryer in the back of a Hardee's, and he lost his arm. But it's been rectified in court, and all is good. So when I roll up there and you see it, I've already told you in advance. I hide nothing. All right. I'd like to work at a fast food place. I don't know why.
They seem like nice people.
Yeah, they're also nice, and they're just like, yeah, you know, no question seems wrong, and nobody cares if I threw a guy into the deep fryer.
No,
yeah,
accidents happen.
As you said, Buzz, that's normal for people.
The fast food.
Yeah, the fast food industry. Okay, so they're fighting for their 15 at McDonald's across the world. The employers are having a tough time finding anyone to work in any sort of job anywhere.
Hey, Johnny, right on, Buzz. These people are going to price themselves right out of a job. They're going to be unemployed, and somebody else is going to get their job. Everybody wants a job. If they want to make $15 an hour, they need to get an education, like I did, and advance in their career. A minimum wage job is not meant to stay on your entire damn life. These people are just going to cause disruption, and that's all they know how to do because they can't get an education. Get an education to move up in life, boys and girls, or just quit your crying. Over.
I love when Americans and people helping people. That's, to me, is the most beautiful thing in the world.
I just want a job.
Oh, man. Good work if you can get it, but nobody wants to get work, period.
I could wear a suit. I'd have a briefcase and, I don't know. I could put stuff in the briefcase. I can come from, 12 to 3 every day, an hour for lunch, and the rest is just work. I've got a wealth of ideas.
Yeah, seems very good.
I like my $2 Mac. If you don't like your wage, and kiss my sack.
We have it by now. Thank you.
You dial 8335-JB Show. Call the Loon line and let yourself go. That's 8335-JB Show. From Chi-Town all the way to Fargo.
These telephones are different, and I don't know how they work.
Will somebody answer that damn phone?
Hello?
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, it's Frank. I'm literally on a Delta airplane at O'Hare. I just landed in Chicago, and I just wanted to ring you up. So
wait. Hold on a minute. You're on a plane right now, and you're just calling us now into the show. And let me ask you a question. So you're on the plane. Have you noticed, because we were just talking about the people who are fighting and disruptive and unruly on these flights, have you noticed any of that activity?
I was looking for it, but no, this is a Delta flight. I had to connect in Atlanta, but the people couldn't have been sweeter, more compliant.
Wow.
The flight attendants were just wonderful. They gave us actual drinks and peanuts and all that, and everybody was quiet and nice.
All the people on the flight where no one was unruly on the Delta flight you're on right now there. What's your name again?
My name is Frank.
Hey, Frank. Yeah, okay, so that's good to hear you. I like you said how you're looking for it. You're looking for trouble and you didn't get it. Hey, Buzz, that's Frank just calling in.
Hey, Frank.
somebody, hey, Buzz. Somebody they offered me their cookies. Like I was going to be the disruptive one. I'm like, hey, what's my cookies?
Wow, look at that. There you go. How about that? That's cool to hear.
I think people are just so happy to return to something it's somewhat normal. You know, it's
I agree.
Normal except for the mask.
I agree, Frank. I agree.
Well, what's your destination on the plane?
Chicago, and I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah, he said he just landed. You just landed. You were in Atlanta. You just landed in Chicago, right?
Yeah, I'm standing on the plane. I got my bag on the floor here, and I'm waiting to deplane.
You're not calling to have me pick you up, are you?
Well, I was wondering. I know Buzz lives on the north side, or did.
I like how they know where Buzz lives. Everyone knows where Buzz lives. It's this craziness.
Because I've been in the same place for so long.
I'm born and bred in Chicago, and but I had to take my car out.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute, Frank. This is and now it's just hit me. So you're on a plane. You're getting ready to deplane. You've landed from Atlanta to Chicago, and you're talking to me on the phone right now. Are you one of those guys that talks on the cell phone really, really loud? Everybody hears you. Is that you?
Well, I'm that guy right now, only because the whole music, whatever, but I'm walking. The people in front of me are just grabbing their stuff, and I'm literally going to walk up the thing off the plane right now.
And you're going. Why don't you just go? Why don't you try to get onto the wing of the plane? why don't you try to climb out on the wing or yell, "I'm exploding"?
I could pull the emergency exit and walk out there, but I don't think I'd make it any further.
That's funny. You know, guys, we were just saying, guys have been fined $52,500, $19,000, $18,000. It's not good to be crazy, but your flight seems to be fine. And you don't want to say I'm exploding, and you don't want to climb out on a wing.
No.
I'm so glad you said no. All right, so you're moving out the door now. You're heading out. What episode were you listening to right there when you were on the plane listening?
So, no, it was great. You guys were talking about, where real radio exists. It's going away, obviously, but I do like now all of a sudden I hear advertised, listen to this live podcast. I'm like, well, congratulations, people. You just invented radio.
Yeah, that's right. It's amazing, Frank. It's amazing because they're going like, hey, we're going to start going live on Clubhouse. We're going to start doing live on Odyssey.com. Hey, dude, that's called radio. We've been doing it since we were born. It's unbelievable. It's like the buzzword. You got to say audio. We're delivering audio now. Oh, that's great. You're such brainiacs in radio. Frank, you want to plug your company or not?
No, that's not necessary. But I want to plug you and Buzz. You keep us rock and rolling and laughing on a Saturday and throughout the week. I love it. Thank you.
Well, it's not going to happen for a while now. We have to get booted out of our house. You better get up to.
Where are you going to go in that mobile home studio?
Oh, he is listening. Yeah, that's right. We're going to go into mobile home studio idea. That's exactly right. I don't know what we're going to do, Frank, but with people like you out there spreading the word, helping us out, we appreciate it. What the world needs now is Frank, Sweet Frank. That's right. Frank is a guy who went on the plane, right, Frank? And you were looking for trouble and you couldn't find it because people inherently, I believe they're nice people. Did you get off the plane yet?
Yeah, I'm about to get on the blue line.
Okay, because Buzz said he will pick you up.
Well, okay. I'll be at Terminal 3 outside luggage level.
You're writing that down, Buzz, because a limo driver would be a good idea for you in the interim.
All right, wear a hat so I'll know you.
Buzz said wear a hat so he knows you. Yeah, there's no one else wearing a hat outside O'Hare.
I'll see him.
Frank, Buzz will be there. Buzz limo on the way.
And Buzz, I love you guys. You actually brighten my life and day, and you just do such a service. Thank you.
God bless you. And don't worry, don't forget Tip Buzz Big, otherwise he's going to get angry I got him this job. See you later.
He's friends with the monster that's under his bed. He's hearing the voices inside of his head. He's talking so strangely, his mind is a mess. And Johnny is crazy. Johnny is crazy.
He had all the fame, he was the talk of the city. Oh well, he never asked for no pity. Wanted to receive attention for a show. He wanted to make people laugh a lot. He said, "Know me." Now that he is free, JB, he's crazy and he needs a shrink. Hyperactive freak. ADHD. He is wacky and he's kooky as Johnny B. And he's actually weirder than you think.
With the monster that's under his bed, he's hearing the voices inside of his head. He's talking so strangely, his mind is a mess. And Johnny is crazy, Johnny is crazy, and we don't care. Yeah, we don't care.
Nice. Yeah, love that one. Squire Hog in that one. Listener named Squire Hog. You guys are great. Brand by our show at gmail.com if you're sending us stuff. I think we're on the right track.
I think we're on the right track. We are really rolling.
That is Marv Albert. He is stepping down as a sports, 6 decades Hall of Fame career. Marv Albert. He's on fire from way downtown. Yeah. Marv Albert is going to get out. Marv Albert, of course, had that problem with the sexual assault case by somebody named Vanessa. And I know he bit her. That's all I know. He bit her.
Let's check out some more of the
we don't have to say
embarrassing and the bizarre.
I mean, I'm looking
part
at
of the new normal.
Right, it was. That was just, he was way ahead of his time, not only as a great sports announcer, Buzz. Marv Albert was ahead of his time in, inappropriate activity with a woman.
So once again, you people have shown me what fellow man can do when the creative juices are flowing.
Thank you. See, we just thought of that now. He led the path on that. Marv Albert, yes. He complied with the court's ruling. I don't know what happened to him. He got counseling. He stayed out of jail. He was going to go to jail. And not for real. With authority. All charges were dropped. The court determined he had fulfilled his mandated requirements and all charges were dropped. So, there you go. But when it happened, people were, oh, hey, Marv Albert, and they calling the lines and doing impressions of him. And, hey, Marv Albert.
Hey, Marv Albert here with Ahmad, Matt, and the rest of the Tijuana Brass. That's right, live in her Virginia at the Motel 69. I'm behind her all the way, and I need a turnover. So come on, baby, turn over and serve up a facial from downtown. Rejected. Like the crime dog, I take a bite out of sodomization, and I put it up again, and yes, I'm in.
There it is.
I think we're on the right track. We are really rolling.
And in other sports, the thing about sports that I do gravitate towards is anything dramatic. Like, is there a story in it? Is there something I should be looking for? Not the sports, not the stats, like Tony La Russa. La Russa. That's a story.
I've been following that for days.
Yes.
Weeks.
Right. And, I didn't know he was getting so much crap from being, as they call him, inept, embarrassing himself time and time again. I didn't know that was going on. I had no idea.
Yes.
And then this CC Sabathia, this former MLB pitcher.
Yeah.
He has a podcast, too. By the way, who doesn't?
Literally.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Everyone has a podcast. That's why I think we can't just be doing a podcast. That's another story, though, Buzz.
Yeah. Please save that one for me, Johnny.
Okay, I can say it. Buzz wants me to call him at night sometimes to talk him down. He's trying to go to sleep, right?
Let me tell you, if I'm trying to go to sleep, you're not talking me down. I am already down.
Oh, yeah. And if you want to find Buzz's sleeping habits, go to one of those episodes because that's out of control what you told us about that. Anyway, so Tony La Russa, now I might be paying attention because I don't give a rat's ass who hit a home run. If the guy went to the plate and he was a 3-0 pitch and he hit a blowout home run over the Twins, I don't care about that. But what I care about is how people are reacting to Tony La Russa. Now I'm going to be watching him. This is CC the Bath on his podcast. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, and I don't care.
This is what I was telling you when they hired him. Like, he's just so out of touch with the game. And, like, Tony La Russa's out of touch with the game because he should not be managing one of the best teams in the American League, period. It's stupid, period. I'm sorry. This shit is terrible. He shouldn't be fucking managing that team. And if you're not going to step up and have your players back, what's the point of being the fucking manager of the White Sox? Shit is stupid as fuck. Sorry.
Okay.
I love how he tags it. Sorry. CC Sabathia, or whatever the hell his name is, the pitcher, turning on Tony La Russa. Now I'm going to be watching, baby. Now you've got my attention. That's what I'm looking for in sports. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear.
I think we're on the right track. We are really rolling.
Do you remember Sinbad O'Connor? Sinead O'Connor?
Yeah, sure. Sinbad, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to give you some good news.
That song is her best song. And
only one I know.
It's a fantastic song. I mean, I don't know what else she did, but that one really did it for me.
Buzz loves Sinead O'Connor. Sinbad.
Sinead.
Sinead O'Connor's got a new book out, and I know you're going to be reading it. It's called Rememberings. Recasts the story of her career from her perspective. Now, we know when you say you know where she lives now, by the way? You know what she does now?
I know she was in town for a couple of years.
Well, yeah, okay. That we know for sure is a fact.
A profanity-laced post on Sinead O'Connor's Facebook page aimed at her family overseas. She writes, quote, "You all abandoned me for being suicidal." That was the concern for her friends in this Wilmette home after O'Connor took a bike ride and vanished.
She does take meds. Her last suicide attempt was at a hotel. Local jurisdictions, please check your hotels.
A tip led authorities to this Best Western Hotel in Morton Grove, roughly 6 miles west of where she was last seen riding a bicycle. The Irish rocker was found safe.
There's the Chicago Time, but hold on a minute. Let me tell you this, that her book is called Rememberings. Sinead O'Connor is now living in an Irish mountaintop, hermetically sealed in her own little world. So, and she doesn't want to be known just for ripping the Pope's picture up, and she was known for more than that, as you said, for the craziness here in Chicago. But this is the moment in time on SNL, 19 seconds of it.
We have confidence.
Yeah, she was singing Nothing Compares to You. Then she stops in the middle of it, pulls out the picture of the Pope, and rips it.
We have confidence in the victory of good over evil. Fight the real enemy.
Yeah, real enemy, Pope. The Pope has always been the real enemy. Can you hear Lauren Michaels? Cut.
Right.
No. She just ripped up the Pope. Oh, Jesus. Cut.
Yeah, okay, no problem. But anyway, so now we know that she came to Chicago. She hung out in Wilmette and Morton Grove and all these other places, and that was the first time we heard about her in the news here in this area.
And I'm amazed that after 24 hours, there's a huge, I'm missing for 24 hours. Nobody cares.
Right.
How do they even know she's missing?
I wouldn't even know if I were missing.
Right.
Okay, now. So that's what we thought was the end of it. Then remember, she was always riding her bike around town. People say, "Hey, I just saw Sinead O'Connor." They'd call the show, "Hey, I just saw Sinead O'Connor. She's riding her bike around. How's it going?" I swear it was her, no question about it. Then somebody sees her on a bridge, and she's going to jump.
There's word from the Ireland Police Sergeant Claire Mulligan, Dublin, Ireland, is saying that at 15:30 hours, Sinead O'Connor called and said, "I'm on a bridge in Chicago, and I'm going to jump."
She was on a bridge. Her bike was left over there, and she was going to jump. I don't know. I'm assuming since the new book is out, and she's still on that mountaintop in Ireland, she did not jump. I don't remember how it ended. You see her picture yet?
Yeah.
What do you think of her? Would you date her? Buzz, Buzz, please, listen to me.
Yeah.
If you were to go to Ireland, you're going to have some time. Get to the mountaintop and marry Sinead O'Connor. We would have a lot of personal PR attention on the show. Please, just do it for us.
I'd have to hear more of her other recordings before I committed to that relationship. I like the one song, but that's all I know.
This seems like an echoed version of it. I don't know what it is. Maybe she wrote this while on the bike because it's got a lot of wind in it. Well, I don't know what happened to her.
I just feel, I feel sorry for her because wherever she goes, it's a disaster area. It's just, soon they're going to run her off the top of the mountain because of so many weird things.
Go tell it to the mountain. No, Buzz, they've left her alone. She ripped the Pope's picture up. She's explains it in the book why she did it. And, of course, I won't be reading it because it's a book. Yeah, it's not, Buzz, they're not holding it against her. She's living a very peaceful life. She's watching murder shows. She's buying, I'm telling you, this is what she says in her book. This is an excerpt from it. She's been riding out the pandemic in a tiny village on an Irish mountaintop. Sinead O'Connor's watching murder shows, buying fairy garden trinkets online, and mainlining American news on CNN.
All right.
She has a shaved head.
That's a mistake.
And a cigarette. It's going to get her more jittery. She's got her shaved head and a cigarette permanently installed between her fingertips. And she's in her all-glass conservatory, hermetically sealed in her own little world. That seems perfect for you. You and her are meant for each other. Go.
Yeah, but once you're with her, you're no longer in your little world.
Buzz, you have to let someone in your world, and she needs to let someone in her world. It's Sinead O'Connor. Or as we like to call her, Sinbad, the Frank Sinatra Show. Now, that was Saturday Night Live. That was it in the old days, baby. That was funny.
Let's take it nice and easy. It's gonna be so easy.
The Sinatra Group, an unrehearsed discussion of current issues in the recording industry. With panelists Sinead O'Connor. Here's the moderator, Frank Sinatra.
Issue number 1, censorship. They got the records with the labels now. People getting arrested. What the hell's going on? Sinead O'Connor.
Well, I think it's a bloody shame that freedom of expression is suppressed in this country.
Yap. What is this crap? Sinbad O'Connor.
Well, I think it's bloody awful, but it's typical of entertainment in a male-dominated society.
Boo-hoo. You had me and then you lost me. Shut up. Issue number 3, the bald chick. What's with her head? What gives, cue ball? I'm looking at you, I'm thinking 14 in the side pocket.
I can't believe you're talking about my hair with all the bloody starvation and the suffering in the world right now.
Come on, swing, baby, you're platinum. I hear you, baby, loud and clear. Forget the head. Put a bag over it and do your business. Uncle Fester.
I don't understand the question.
I'll tell you what you better understand. Next time you see Old Glory riding up that pole, you better sing that anthem, darling. You're lucky you're a chick, or you'd be nothing but a stain on the road and a crew cut. Our founding fathers went to the mat for you, baby.
It's not my flag. I'm Irish.
Just be glad you get to hang with me. I got chunks of guys like you in my stool.
The Jonathan Brandmeier Showcast.
I enjoy Jonathan Brandmeier program. I like Jonathan. Read the funny papers, tell jokes, jibbity and rat-a-tat-tat, and keep up alive.
This is the new Not Normal.
There is perhaps no natural sound that more completely symbolizes the call of the loon. No doubt the loons were communicating something significant to each other when they gave these calls.
Look here now, 833 Loon Line. That's where you call and you talk and we listen to it on the voicemail, 833 Loon Line.
Hey, Johnny, I just listening to episode 49. You were talking about how weird the John Wayne Gacy story was. It gets even weirder. Somebody has actually built a house on the old property. That means that the village actually sold the fucking property. Do you fucking believe that? How can they sell that property? That's fucking ridiculous. Bye.
Bye. I like when they say goodbye to themselves. Yeah, it does seem ridiculous that you would want to live in the John Wayne Gacy house. Maybe the real estate agent, but the market's so hot, who knows? Yeah. By the way, I want to let you know, a lot of dead bodies were in this crawl space. Okay, we'll take it. They don't care.
There are people who prefer that house because of the notoriety.
Right. I live in the John Wayne Gacy house.
Right. Going to move in tomorrow. This weekend. Want to help me?
You can have it, pal. No thanks. Back to voicemail, 833 Loon Line.
Hey, Johnny. I hear that you're getting your trucker's license. You should do a remake of Teddy Bear. I got a hot load for you.
Okay, I know what he's talking about. Red Sovine is like a trucker's. He's like the trucker's, Sinatra. That's what truckers listen to, Red Sovine. And Red Sovine has a song called Teddy Bear, and it's about a trucker who's going, taking that long haul trip, and the only person that's coming through the CB in the middle of the night is little Teddy Bear. That's what he called himself to the truckers. And it just, give it a listen. This is a taste of it. It had some innuendos that...
He said, Breaker 19, is anyone there? Come on back, truckers, and talk to Teddy Bear. I get lonely, and it helps to talk. What's your home 20, little CB friend? Well, he gave me his address, and I didn't once hesitate. I turned that truck around on a dime. Then he began. Well, you better believe I took my turn at riding Teddy Bear. I tried hard to swallow a lump that just wouldn't stay down. Because this hot load of freight is just going to have to wait. I want you to know I saw it that day in the face of that little man. Oh, I got one heck of a shock. And that little crippled boy was having a ball. Yeah. Teddy Bear's going to back on out now and leave you alone. But you give me a shout when you're passing through. And I'll sure be happy to come back to you.
Yeah. A lot of the truckers would say there's a lot of crazy innuendos in that song. If you really listen to what Red Sovine is singing about.
It just sounds really creepy.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I mean, I don't know if there's any more to that than this, but everything I heard there was not right.
Come on back, truckers, and talk to Teddy.
No, you did more than talking. We could hear it. All right, see you later. Move on. It ain't right. There's nothing right about that song. Never has been. There never will be. Teddy Bear. I mean, I wonder if that story even came like Red Sovine, the guy who did the song. I wonder if Red Sovine went, yeah, you know what I'd like to record this year? I'd like to record that song about Teddy Bear. Well, it seems wrong. No, that's a good story. He's a young boy. He's crippled. He's in his basement, and truckers are zipping by him. And whenever they come into the area where his CB picks him up, they talk to him. They become his friends in the night. Let's hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because this hot load of freight is just going to have to wait.
Well, this is the recording engineer. Don't you hear what you're singing there? I mean, it just something ain't right.
Don't you have anything remotely substantial?
Email brandmeyershow@gmail.com. JB, can we get the Charlton Heston game rolling again? This is an instant request.
Instant request.
You know him as the man who played Moses, John the Baptist, and Ben-Hur. Now, Academy Award winner Charlton Heston brings his powerful presence and magnificent voice to the most inspiring performance of his life.
I was telling Mr. Heston about the Charlton Heston game. You want to listen to a promo for it?
It's here, a new game show with Johnny B, the Charlton Heston game. When Chuck calls, just say,
hello.
This is Charlton Heston.
Who?
This is Charlton Heston. Johnny gives you the chance to talk to the mother chucker live.
What do you see? Who are you calling?
This is Charlton Heston.
Joggernaster.
No, Charlton Heston.
What?
And when he calls, be ready to say hello. Or...
What are you talking about?
Can I go out and get sardines for you for tomorrow? It's a laugh riot. Have you ever talked to Moses?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Remember, when Charlie Heston calls and says, This is Charlton Heston, simply respond by saying,
hello.
To win big, the Charlton Heston game. Or you can call it
Joggernaster.
People are hung up on it all over town.
Come back. The Charlton Heston game. How do you like that?
Very good.
Isn't
Very
that
good.
nice?
Yeah. Hello, I'm Charlton Heston. You are listening to the Jonathan Brandmeier radio showgram.
Come back. He can't. He is dead.
What a voice, though.
What a voice. The voice of Moses.
Yeah.
The voice. Where's your Moses? No. Where's your Moses? No.
What a night in the theater. I love Yul Brynner. I think Yul Brynner's best performance, though, is in the Ten Commandments.
It's a great... he's great. He plays the Pharaoh's son. It's a funny movie, man. Oh, it's a biblical spectacular, but it's funny, because there were actors in that movie who should never do biblical films. Edward G. Robinson? Where's the Messiah now? Yeah, where's your Moses now, see? Let my people go now. Yeah. Where's your Moses now?
That's right, Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal has a new movie out. He's with Tiffany Haddish. They're doing a comedy about an aging television writer with dementia. Huh? What?
Want to have some laughs?
Hell yeah.
Everybody needs somebody sometime.
Billy he directs and he stars in that comedy. And when he was doing Running Scared in Chicago, the phone would ring, honest to God. And I'm telling the people this, I know you know this. And the phone would ring, and we never knew, like, we didn't know. They would just call the request line. Billy Crystal would just call the request line, but he would call as, well...
Yeah, who's this now?
This is Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time.
Listen, I know this is Billy Crystal, and you can't...
Brooklyn's broken.
Listen to me, I know who you are.
Where are you?
Stop harassing us on this request line.
Jonathan, I'm just sitting here in my mansion, sitting here eating puddings and pies, and people wake me up. They go, Ali, it's 9:30, time for your 9:30 pop. Hello?
Oh, have another call.
You can't take another call. I'm the greatest of all time, sucker.
No, I know you are, but I thought you had another call.
No, nobody calls me.
Then he would hang up. He would be Muhammad Ali. Then he would hang up. Later in the show, he would call back.
Brandmeier.
Yes, sir. Doesn't that sound like it could maybe be Billy Crystal?
Let me respond.
Billy Crystal?
Let me ask you this, Brandmeier.
Yes, sir.
I respect you. You know that.
Yes, Howard.
Oh, look, but let me ask you this. One must ponder at this point in time your credence, if you will, and I don't mean anything about the Clearwater Revival. I'm talking about you and the respect that people have for you in the industry, which right now, I must tell you, is on the downslope. But let me respond to you. I'm sitting here, I'm in town for the Ed Asner Mechanical Electronical Golf Tournament, but I think you do a fairly good job. It's akin to Murray the K in the glory days in New York.
Billy Crystal calling from his hotel room, watching television.
I love it.
There he is. Then he'd hang up and call back again another day. When he came into the studio, Billy came in and I go, come on, Billy, you got to sing like Sammy Davis, the character you played on SNL. You got to sing like a Sammy Davis song. And he wanted to sing Dancing in the Dark by Bruce Springsteen as Sammy Davis Jr. Here's 40 seconds of it.
Billy Crystal, and I love you.
No, don't start with a love thing, babe.
Come in here, babe.
Come on.
You know, Sammy, you didn't have to come in here and say, I want to sing Dancing in the Dark, but you're going to do it. And
I may do that. I don't know. You can't start that fire. You can't start a fire without my eye. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in that dark. Yeah, baby.
Billy Crystal singing Sammy and the karaoke machine, singing machine. Billy Crystal, new movie, stars in it. It's a comedy about an aging television writer with dementia who befriends a carefree singer, Tiffany Haddish. And can Alzheimer's be funny? I don't know. I do recall Seth Rogen, by the way, as we continue with the news of showbiz. Seth Rogen has a new book out. His new book is called Yearbook. Yeah. Collection of Seth Rogen's anecdotes from the actor's Canadian upbringing, as well as his misadventures in showbiz. Seth Rogen's new book, Yearbook. So, once again, to ask the question, can Alzheimer's be funny? Hey, remember that one time when Seth Rogen went to Congress to talk about his mother-in-law who had Alzheimer's? That seemed funny.
Now we'll turn to Mr. Seth Rogen. Mr. Rogen, welcome, and please proceed.
Thank you very much for having me, Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member Moran, and the members of the subcommittee. Thank you for the opportunity to testify today and for the opportunity for me to be called an expert at something, because that's cool. I don't know if you know who I am at all. You told me you never saw Knocked Up, Chairman, so It's a little insulting, but
I want the record to note.
It's very important, guys.
I want the record to note this is the first time, I will wager this is the first time in any congressional hearing in history that the words knocked up was ever.
Oy, you're not going to like the rest of this then.
That was great. Okay, Seth, stop laughing. Yeah, it's good. Okay, Seth, thank you. When you see that, it's just amazing. But he went there. So Billy Crystal's movie's about Alzheimer's, dementia. Both of our parents died of Alzheimer's, so that should be a hilarious thing. But you got to laugh. You have to. What else are you going to do? You got to laugh. He called out 16 U.S. senators who walked out while he was talking and just went nuts on him, too. Seth Rogen testifying in Congress before Alzheimer's. That was a classic move he did. And the new book is called Yearbook. Yeah. Yes.
I've seen it.
That's good.
Express.
Yeah.
Pineapple Express.
He talks about that in his new book, Yearbook. Yeah.
Can't laugh at stoned guys with AK-47s. What can you laugh at?
My mother has always said that, Seth.
Exactly.
And now, here's Johnny B.
And I got a few picks to click out there, but my pick to click continues to be the story of late night. Tracking the history of late night TV from the very beginning, featuring stories about Carson, Jay Leno, David Letterman, Conan O'Brien, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Jon Stewart, Stephen Colbert, and a guy who wrote for the guys in the beginning. Dick Cavett wrote for Jack Parr, then he wrote for Johnny Carson, and then Dick Cavett got his own show, and he went way the opposite way. Took some time and talked to guests on the Dick Cavett Show.
The Dick Cavett Show.
Dick Cavett, I mean, your show was so, I guess they say ahead of its time, but you were just, here's the deal. When you think of the talk shows today and you think of these pre-interviews and these we're going to go out and this is going to be our 7-minute segment and here's what it's going to sound like. You never knew what was going to happen on your show. And
be sure to use the word exciting about your new movie. That's always in there.
Exactly. Don't forget. Hey, do you have a funny story to tell Dick Cavett? Would there be something, No, you just came out and you never know what was going to happen.
That made it hard at times, but also very gratifying. You really realized you were having an effect, and it's perceptive of you, if I may say that.
Thank you.
To mention,
well, it's an honor to speak to you, sir. One of the guys I looked up to in my life looked at you and I went, "Man, how's that guy do that every night? That's amazing."
Oh my God! I'm gonna have to put a cold rag on my forehead.
Go ahead. I will put the rag on your head for you.
And you'll be welcome wherever I am.
Thank you very much, Dick.
Okay, thanks.
One and only Dick Cavett. That is continuing my pick to click. Dick Cavett all over the story of late night on CNN.
Here's Johnny B.
That's right. I love it. Story of late night, CNN pick to click. What are we doing?
Oh, we are
We're living in the future.
I'll tell you how
I'll tell you how I know.
I read it in the paper
15 years ago. We're all driving rocket ships,
talking
with our minds,
wearing
turquoise jewelry, standing in soup lines. We're standing in soup lines. We're standing in soup lines. Yeah, that's right, John Bryan. Buzz and I will be standing in soup lines, and we're just
only if the soup is right.
If the soup is hot, we'll be there. So this would end our show for this season as we take down this home studio and find a new home to live in. We've established that, okay? I think we're moving at the right time. It works perfectly, though. It's kind of if you're going to move and you got to get out and you got to stop for a second, heading into summer isn't a bad idea. And so that's what we're doing as we, have no choice. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. Now,
it's a good idea. It is a good idea.
No, it's summertime. People are ready to go out, ready to blow out. Here's the thing about summer. This is the thing. This is a special bonus in the podcast. Okay, here's the thing about summer. It ain't summer until Jimmy Buffett says it's summer. That means when Jimmy Buffett goes on tour, summer has begun. I checked the tours. Jimmy's in July. He's heading out. He's already on the road. Let me set this up for you and get you in the mood. It's 7 a.m. Navy Pier, Chicago. We're live doing a live morning show outdoors. Jimmy Buffett, he's got 2 shows in town the same night. We're doing our morning show live at Navy Pier. Jimmy Buffett rolls up on a bicycle, hits the stage, and the parrot heads in that crowd, this live outdoor crowd of 5,000 people that came to see our morning show, went crazy. They just went crazy. Okay? This is that.
This is ridiculous.
You need to hear the history to see the future. The Brandmeier Archives.
Good morning.
We're back at Navy Pier, the beautiful day. There is no rain, but it wouldn't matter anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, I smell a margarita in the house. Yeah. Unbelievable. You know, the other night, that's too bad if they're impatient. I got to tell you something. The other night I was watching television. Did you see this show on 60 Minutes the other night? They did a thing on a guy named Buffett, Jimmy Buffett. Did you see this? No. It was on 60 Minutes.
You won't see him on MTV, and he hasn't had a top 10 hit since the Carter administration. So who is Jimmy Buffett, and how come he shows up year after year on the list of top moneymakers in the entertainment business? Well, if you've ever thought about chucking it all and running off to the Florida Keys or the Caribbean, you probably know who Jimmy Buffett is. He is a writer, singer, performer, and one of the top concert draws in the country. Jimmy Buffett is the mogul of Margaritaville.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Buffett! Woo! Have a seat over here.
Wow.
Good. Yo! Jimmy Buffett! How are you, sir? You like that? You like that? Relax.
What are you people doing here so early?
Yeah. Is this beautiful? Is this beautiful? Did you hear that introduction from 60 Minutes?
Yes.
I saw that piece on 60 Minutes, and I'm watching you with this guy, and it seems to be, what was the guy's name that reported this? What the guy's name?
Steve Croft.
Did you guys see the report on 60 Minutes on Jimmy? It was unbelievable. Well, let me ask you how you felt about that, because I'm thinking this guy, it's 60 Minutes, and when you hear that they want to do something with you, do you freak out? Do you go, wait a minute, I don't know about this?
I made sure I was beyond the statute of limitations. You know?
It looked like he just couldn't believe that anybody could have this much fun and make a living at it.
Well, it was, I was between murdering nuns in Ireland and the woman in the Air Force. I looked like a poster child.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly right. But it was great because I'm watching this guy interview, and he was just going like, Jimmy Buffett, I am so pissed off that you do this for a living. I mean, really. And it is the way that people escape. Like tonight, are there any parrot heads in the crowd tonight? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I know. I recognize some of these people out here.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, I said that you rode your bike here. Did you ride your bike here?
I did ride my bike here.
Is that, you do this all the time?
Yeah, I ride up and down the lake all the time when I'm here.
Now, I announced that you were on your way on your bike. Did anyone try to run you off the road?
Thank you very much.
Did someone try to run you off the road?
No, it was an interesting morning coming over. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why aren't you people at work?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Why aren't you at work?
What is going on? We're calling in.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to figure out are they waiting in line to take pictures? Is that what they're doing?
No, I think they think they're at Oprah.
You know what? It? Yeah, is that what it is? Yeah. Tell you what I want to do. I want to do this.
Yes, John.
So, Jimmy, what I want to do is this.
Yes, John.
I'll take some commercial break.
Okay.
I'll come back and I'll think about letting you play a couple of, if you want to take some requests from the crowd, a couple of, maybe I'll just walk out in the crowd and...
I'll tell you what, we're doing a piece in the show that we're doing Stump the Band, that you come up with songs of my songs that I don't know, and we're giving a
what?
Trip.
Excuse me, back up again.
Yeah, Stumpo El Bando.
Songs that you don't know.
Songs of mine. I've been doing this for 27 years.
Yeah.
There are a few back there,
Yeah, well, wait a minute.
So we'll practice Stump the Band here.
Okay, Stumpo El Bando.
Stumpo El Bando.
So, Parrot Heads, I will come out there, line them up like telephone calls if they want to try to stump Jimmy with a song of his that he can't play. Hey, Jim. Oh, look at that. There's a guitar right over there.
All right.
That's so weird. How did that get here?
I don't know. There's a lot of guitars. There's like a band here.
Yeah, it's like a band.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, did I tell you what a beautiful man this is to come here and do this so early in the morning when he's got 2 shows? Thank you. Thank you. As always, thank you. You are most gracious, sir.
You're welcome.
Stumbo El Bando. Jimmy, why don't you explain this to us again?
All right, so you have to come up with a song that I can't do at least a verse and a chorus off the top of my head within 30 seconds.
Okay. All right, we got people in line. Go ahead.
Wait a
Number
minute,
1.
Buck the Turtle, I'm not sure that counts because I never wrote the actual words to that down, so...
That's right. Buck the Turtle will not count.
We got a guy?
All right, here we go. Number 1.
Yeah, Craig from Worth wants great filling station holdup. Cost me
easy.
$2.
Here we go.
I pulled into the regular pump, I was feeling quite at ease. Rolled down the window and I told the man, hey, 50 cents worth, please. Then out jumped my partner with his trusty pellet gun. He said, boy, this is a holdup. Keep it pumping and don't run. And now I wish I was somewhere other than here. Down on the Navy Pier, sucking on a beer. Yes, I wish I was somewhere other than here. Cause that great filling station holdup cost me 2 good years.
You got it! All right.
All right.
We have people in line. All right.
Jimmy, in honor of my friends back at work listening, I want to hear this hotel room.
This hotel room.
Hotel room?
Oh, you're killing
this
me.
hotel room's got a lot of stuff. A laundry bag and a shoe shine cloth. 32 hangers and a touch-tone phone with a light that comes on when I ain't home. Sing! Ain't home. You better leave a message, cause I ain't home. Next.
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. Request number 3.
Captain America.
They're trying to Stumpo El Bando. Jimmy Buffett on the stage at Navy Pier. Uh-oh, they may have him.
Let me gather myself.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
I got 30 seconds.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There could be a shirt going out.
Captain America, we love you.
We got a winner! Jimmy.
I didn't realize my career was going to end on your show.
Jimmy.
I was close. It was coming. I'll have it about a night. That's what bothers me. All right, one more. Come on.
When you write about 6,000 songs, what do you think's going to happen? Huh? All right, here we go. Bear, back in the audience for somebody.
One more. Come
Bono,
on.
here we go.
I got to redeem myself.
Here we go. Go ahead, please.
This one goes out to John Becker, Matt Kern, and Wolfgang.
I didn't ask for a request.
Norman going crazy on Caroline Street.
Say the title again, please. The title again, please. Oh, he's got it.
What? You have it? Yeah, I got it.
Oh, good, good.
She claimed in a loud voice to be a dancer. And I don't think she's cut a rug in years. Listens to the jukebox for the answer. Slowly guzzles 35-cent beer. And there's a woman going crazy on Caroline Street, stopping every man that she does meet, saying, if you'll be gentle, if you'll be sweet, I'll show you my place on Caroline Street.
You got it. Yeah, you want to do one more? All right. You tell me when, sir. You tell me when. Stumpo El Bando.
Stumpo El Bando. Let me try one more.
Well, all right. We have a song?
One more. Yeah, one more.
Okay, one more. Stumpo El Bando.
Two
He does
more.
it to,
Okay.
All right, 2 more. That's it.
I am such a sucker.
You are.
All
you
right,
are.
Jimmy.
But a lovely one, sir.
Okay.
The Lawyer and the A-Hole.
The Lawyer and the... Wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Boy, that... I want... God.
Uh-oh. Tick, 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 tick.
Lawyer and the... Oh,
Uh-oh.
come on.
The Lawyer.
remember what-
Sir, would you sing a little
No,
bit
you
of
know
it
what?
for
It's
us?
got a lot of profanity in it. I can't do it on a G-rated show like this.
Yeah? Sir, I'm just curious. Jimmy. I want to have that guy just sing a little bit without swearing.
Can you sing it?
A little.
Okay, go ahead.
There's this lawyer and this A-hole and...
Keep going.
Oh,
Can't
hell,
do
I
the
could have
rest.
done that.
My buddy
Yeah.
Scott...
Yeah.
My friend Scott over there could sing the whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah, blame it on Scott. And get the hell out of here with that one then. All right, he got you there. That's another T-shirt for you. All right. What is he yelling?
All
Are you
right,
singing
one more
it?
from this lovely lady.
All right, here we go.
I'm playing this for my first wedding song with Paul, Survive.
Okay,
Oh,
but how many
that's-
weddings have you had?
Just this is the only one.
Oh, you said your first wedding.
Paul and I would love Survive.
Oh, it's such a lovely song. I wish I could remember it.
It is a love, Jimmy. That's a beautiful. Don't do it to me. I love that song.
Stay alive. At 9 in the morning? Ugh.
Uh-oh, that's gonna hurt.
See, 'cause that's how it's survive. Stay alive. When will it all end? Survive. Stay alive. Till we see you again.
I love that song.
It's close. That was the chorus. You win.
Yeah, you did win.
I'm done.
That's beautiful.
I'm getting brain damage.
Okay, I want you to hear something, though, all right? I'm just saying, you wrote it. Do you guys remember the day Jimmy Buffett comes into the studio reading a story about this turtle? This turtle that it was, in the Isle Esmeralda, it was humping scuba divers. People would scuba dive, and the turtle would come up and start humping a scuba divers. And Jimmy goes, I can write a song about that.
You have it?
Yeah. Just take a listen.
Well, we can sing it together, and then I can remember the words.
Well, it was a lazy day in the Florida Keys. Not much wind and not much breeze. So down below the water went our boy.
It's coming back.
He makes it up while doing the news.
He'd had it with the builders. He'd had it with the cars. He'd had it with the famous. He'd had it with the stars. Scuba diver, look out below. Here comes Buck Butt the turtle. Looking rather fertile.
That's right.
Just a night on the town, or the bottom it seems. Oh, Buck Butt the turtle. Looking rather fertile. Floating across the Florida Keys.
This is the Jonathan Brandmeier Showgram.
All right. As Jimmy was going, I said, Jimmy, could you just play one song all the way through?
All the way through.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Boy, I'm going to be really embarrassed if I can't do this one.
There you go. Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, we got to do Steve Goodman song because I always think of him when I come to Chicago.
All right.
Down to the banana republics, down to the tropical sun, go the expatriated Americans, hoping to find some fun. Some of them go for the sailing, caught by the lure of the sea, trying to find what is ailing from living in the land of the free. Some of them are running from lovers, leaving no forward address. Some of them are running tons of ganja. Some are running from the IRS. Late at night you will find them in the cheap hotels and bars, and they'll be hustling the senoritas while they dance beneath the stars, spending those renegade pesos on a bottle of rum and a lime, singing, give me some words I can dance to, or a melody that rhymes. First you learn the native customs, soon a word of Spanish or two, but you know that you cannot trust them because they know they can't trust you. Expatriated Americans, feeling so all alone, telling themselves the same lies that they told themselves back home. Still late at night you will find them in the cheap hotels and bars, me, hustling the senoritas while they dance beneath the stars. Spending those renegade pesos on a bottle of rum and a lime. Singing, give me some words I can dance to, or a melody that rhymes. Down to the banana republics, down to the tropical sun, go the expatriated Americans, hoping to find some fun. Thank you, Chicago. See you tonight. Thanks, John.
Jimmy Buffett. I just had a religious experience. Jimmy Buffett.
You know, we spent a lot of time up in the great city of Chicago. We've been around the Midwest here, and I knew it was going to be a strange day. Any day that you start your morning with Jonathan Brandmeier for an hour, you know it's going to be weird. All I can say after spending an hour with Johnny B in the morning is sick minds think alike, you know?
Jimmy Buffett. Now you know summer's begun because the parrot heads are out. Thanks for listening. Check us out wherever you are, wherever you get your podcasts. And as Jimmy himself said, we will see you again. These are my last few words because we ain't ready to put the book on the shelf. Not yet, baby. Later.
I'll keep scribbling on pages, not jumping off stages, not ready to put the book on